Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a case law on res judicata. All of you know section 11 of the CPC. So when a matter has been substantially decided by a court of law and when the same matter has been filed in the other court, definitely the defendant can plead the res judicata and the proceedings cannot be taken up. But here what happened is they have filed the written statement holding that under Order 7 Rule 11D. So this is barred by law. So please remember, barred by law means suppose if there is an electricity case, if a person files it in the civil suit, it is barred by law. If it is a case under IT Act, so if it is filed in the civil court, yes, it is barred under the, so barred by law. That is barred by law, but not res judicata. Res judicata will be decided while taking up the plaint and while before framing the issues. Right. If you go into the details of the case, you will better appreciate the same. So, two judges bench of the Supreme Court while disposing the criminal appeal number 4665 by 2021. You can read the case as, please remember, Hanuman Das Totala versus Hemant Vittal Kamath. Yes, Hemant Vittal Kamath and some others, because their mother Leela Kamath, she died and the properties have come to them and the dispute is with them only. So he is Hemant Vittal Kamath. Right. So two judges bench, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and M.R. Shah. They held that res judicata cannot be a ground for rejection of the plaint under Order 7 Rule 11D of the Code of Civil Procedure. Very simple, but please remember, unless we go thoroughly into the case, we cannot decide the case. Right. So now, what happened is this Leela Vittal Kamath, right? Actually, she was the holder of the title suit schedule property, right? She demised on 16/5/1996. So, after her death, her two sons, that is R1 is Hemant Vittal and his brother, both of them pledged the same or mortgaged the same with Karnataka State Finance Corporation. This land is located somewhere in Belagavi. So they have mortgaged the same to Karnataka State Finance Corporation and got some loan. But they did not repay the loan. Of course, as a finance corporation, they have got every authority. They filed a civil suit and the matter has come for auction also. So auction was held. In that auction, Mr. Hanuman Das Totala, he has filed he has participated in the auction. Ultimately, he was declared as the highest bidder for 50 lakhs or so. Ultimately, the property was stuck in his name. Then Hemant Vittal and his brother, they have executed an agreement that they will hand over the property on so-and-so date, but they failed to hand over the same. As such, this man went to the court and filed an EP. EP was also allowed. So in OS number 2007 OS number I will tell you later. OS number 103 by 2007. Right. So he has filed. Ultimately, the court framed the issues. Of course, in this connection, what happened is here another defendant, that is another brother of Hemant Vittal, he has impleaded himself as a party and stated that Karnataka State Finance Corporation is not competent to conduct the auction because it is the joint property of many other persons also. They have not investigated or they have not inquired the matter thoroughly and given the loan to R1 and his brother unnecessarily. And he stated that he did not take any loan from KSFC. Therefore, KSFC has no authority to file the suit. And he has no concern with the so-called borrower. Ultimately, when in the meanwhile, in 2004, this is a collusion suit. His sisters also filed a civil suit impleading as parties, and they wanted a partition. So now the litigation has started. In the meanwhile, in 2008, so this man has filed, the defendant has filed another suit for a partition of his property also. So the trouble has now, civil cases are like this only. Actually, from KSFC, Hemant and his brother, one of his brothers, they have taken the loan, they have become defaulters. What they have done, they have included their sisters, their another brother, they have come into existence. Now the other brother, he filed a civil suit number 138 by 2008. So he wanted share of his property. Now the matter has become sub judice. In this connection, the auctioneer, that is KSFC, represented by Hemant Lal Totala, represented by his complaint is Hanuman Das Totala, they have clearly stated in their written statement that this is barred by law. Actually, they should have stated under section 11, please consider it is res judicata, but they have stated, even though they have stated the facts, they wanted to claim defense under Order 7, Rule 11(1)D CPC. Right. So the trial court, while disposing the matter, they clearly held that KSFC has got the authority to auction the land. So therefore, they have directed the respondent number 1 and his brother to hand over the property immediately. But this litigation has come. So then High Court has not agreed with the OS. This is 138 by 2008. Filed by this respondent regarding partition of property. They observed that it is a collusive suit and they have not agreed. But now he has come to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court clearly stated that the plaint may contain anything. And the written statement, yes, it may contain anything, but it has to be decided only after consideration, that is before framing of the issues. The plaint is there, the written statement has come, both of them have to be studied, and then before framing the charges, if the plaintiff can prove that res judicata under section 11 of the CPC, definitely these proceedings will be totally stayed and they will not take up any matter. But the matter should be substantially the same. But here the problem is, that is a suit for eviction, a suit for auction, a suit for handing over the property. Here a suit for partition. Both of them are different suits. So definitely they have to be tried, and then only basing on the merits whether these people have got a share of the property or not, sisters and the defendant. So that has to be decided. Then only it will come under res judicata. Otherwise, it will not come as res judicata. So Order 7, Rule 11D says it is barred by law, not barred by res judicata. Barred by law means some other law you have to maintain. So friends, briefly, this is a typical case of the CPC regarding res judicata, where res judicata at present is not accepted, but after the framing of the issues or before framing the issues, it will definitely be accepted because almost facts are the same. Facts are the same. Of course, it is for the trial court to decide. We cannot say like this. Thank you very much.